Hi, I'm Leathur Rokk. Welcome to my channel, and I am live talking to you from Atlantic City, New Jersey. This little shithole I happen to live in happens to be this glamorous resort town, but I live here, and there's a lot more to it than that. And if you've been watching any of my recent videos, you know that you gotta watch your step when you're in the garden now. We got a canine, big German Shepherd, and he likes to use this garden as his public restroom, and that kind of sucks. So we all got to be real careful where we're going to be stepping. So, and you wonder how the heck am I going live? Well, I can find a signal, and maybe before today is over, maybe I will find out some other Wi-Fi's around here so that I can always do this. I don't know when I'll be able to do this. This is a Saturday night, and my goodness, you've got a whole lot of local atmosphere. You've got some out of control music here. That place with the yellow awning across the street. Here on the weekends, they're making them close up at 10 o'clock because the cops are hanging out there so much. I guess they're determining that they must be a bit of a nuisance. Gee, do you think? Um, just my opinion, somebody that's has a power of observation. If you got repeated police cars hanging out with their blue and reds flashing night in, night out, repeatedly all the time, several times a night, night after night after night, you just may be attracting miscreants, lawbreakers, dirtbags, and other reasons why the cops have to come. I don't know, just my opinion. Yep. Uh, if I turned this on a couple hours ago, you would have seen a fire pit. Uh, now I really wish that I'd brought some off or some cutter or some kind of insecticide because I'm afraid I'm going to be feasted on by the mosquitoes. I was supposed to be hanging out with some friends here, but some people had to do some things. And I was trying to get some of the cats here to let me pet them, and they weren't having any of it. And I was really nervous because the only place I'm wearing sunblock on is my face. I didn't put any sunblock on my arms or legs because then you're all greased up, and then if you don't have air conditioning, all you have is fans, and say you've got a real fuzzy long-haired cat who sheds extremely, and there are all of these handfuls of cat fur blowing around. So if you're greased up with sunblock, you have all this cat hair that's going to stick to you. On the air. Hi. Good to see you today. It's now 8:30 p.m. and got welcome. My sinuses are really going. They're really, really, really going. And I didn't bring my cord. Dragon's Bang. Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, I didn't bring my N95. I brought my computer, but I didn't know I was going to get a signal here. You might have noticed I didn't upload today's video until a few minutes ago because I didn't realize that I could have gotten my own signal. I didn't, and I didn't bring my charging cable with me because I didn't think I'd be here this long. Oh, I got my string replaced on one of my guitars. So in theory, I could go out and take it someplace, but I don't dare bring it onto the boardwalk because the cops are under my ass. I don't want a ticket. Wait a minute. Okay, I have to explain to you what I just did. When you have standing water, mosquitoes breed them. You cannot have standing water more than an hour. They lay eggs in it, and it's. I have to educate somebody. Hold on. Okay. Oh, he made popcorn. Okay, well, I'm going to have to agree to disagree. That whole thing. Basically, this means I'm going to have to dump out the bird bath when he doesn't, when you're not around. Now, you guys know that mosquitoes spread all kinds of things like the West Nile virus. Um, Malaria comes from mosquito bites. All kinds of things are passed through mosquitoes. Mosquitoes, maybe they ignore a lot of my friends. They feast on me. Mosquitoes, they bite me up. And when I get mosquito bites, I'm marked up for over like close to a year. I think the lighter your skin is, the more you get these bites and they stay on you. So I love popcorn. He's going to start a fire in a few minutes. But I'm down to, I don't know how long my battery's going to live. So I don't know how long I'm going to go on tonight because I don't have my charger cable with me. So good. It's just microwave popcorn. And if you can't hear me with this equipment I have, I don't know what to tell you. This computer is less than a year old, and nobody else has problems hearing me. If anybody going to tell me you can't hear what I'm saying when everybody else can, you know, I've been doing this over 12 and a half years, and my equipment is a laptop computer. You know, I'm not one of these creators that uses a $2,000 Canon camera, fancy lighting rigs, fancy this and that. I talk directly in front of a laptop. So, cheers. This is where my cats were buried. Buried a lot of mice here. It's really hard to do that though when you've got a dog up your ass. So, and of course, this is where sometimes I would set mice free, but again, with a dog, it's just not a practical option these days. Crazy Saturday night. No, it's popcorn. Why would I be eating birdseed? To go back to their nests once the sun goes down. Oh, look at this vehicle. Cool. It was like a three-wheeled motorcycle. It was one wheel in the front, two wheels in the back, and it was open and it looked kind of like a spaceship. I didn't really care for the music they were playing, but the vehicle itself was pretty cool. When I was in Washington, D.C., I saw a vehicle like that. I didn't see it driven, but I saw it parked. It was parked in Lafayette Park, Lafayette Square, which is right across from the White House. I filmed a little video about it, and I was going to, because I was using a Chromebook at the time, and you can't edit with them. So I had these snippets of footage that I wanted to knit together, and I was never able to do so. And then the computer died. And so I still have the footage. I tried to do some basic editing with this machine with some footage I had. And the thing that made me go to Clipchamp, and I wasn't able to figure out how to do a basic trim. And they don't allow you to build, they don't have a built-in video editor with the Windows 11 laptop anymore. And that really pisses me off because I liked that for easy built-in editing. I'm hungry. I take this more into the garden, but I don't know how far the signal extends. And it might only extend a few more feet this way. I'd like to research something that could be safely put in a bird bath. So if birds drank the water or bathed with it, nothing would harm them. And yet, insects, especially mosquitoes, would be incapable of laying eggs in because eggs have to be in standing water, stagnant water, in order to hatch into the nymphs and the mosquitoes that we all want to avoid. I get eaten up by them. And you know how it is to be scratching and bug bites and everything? It's no fun. Anybody want any popcorn? There's something else I have. Hold on. I gotta be careful not to trip up by the cord. There's this cord to a hose. And I almost got tripped up on it. Between the dog shit and the hose and stuff, you gotta be careful. Here, can you see where I'm? Oh, Okay. Well, first of all, if anybody has a CD player, and I'm not going to do this live, obviously, because I'll get a copyright strike. But they're playing a lot of like really good music and stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, I certainly can groove on that sometimes, especially if it's fun stuff. But I'm really in the mood. This is like one of those CDs, like Desert Island CDs or something. Even though one song I don't particularly love, and it's "Owner of a Lonely Heart." I think that's kind of an annoying song, but everything else, this is an awesome recording. Yes, is an awesome band. What I just retrieved was my phone. You see where we're going here? Because what is a live stream from yours truly without at least the attempt to inhale some cannabis? One of these days, I want to do a review on all these different kinds of papers, some of which I've never seen before. Like, have you ever seen a rolling paper called Hempire? I was given these the other night. And this is a different kind of Rizla, or a different kind of zigzag. Guys, you're over 21 because I'm about to talk about some adult things here. I am very highly, absolutely over 21. And I have been inhaling this herb since I was like 14 years old. I don't suggest you do those things, but I'm saying I did. And a lot of things I used to do, I don't do anymore, but I enjoy marijuana. Now, one of the things I'm looking for right now is I have a little roach. I better not be getting insects on me. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, you guys have anything to smoke? Smoke along with me. It is 8:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I got a lighter. I got a roach. I got a bowl. Okay. And it's a different bowl than the bowl I've been using because I'm so clogged up in the other bowl that even the safety pin treatment wouldn't work. So, smoking weed with Leather Rock on a Saturday night here in Frantic City, New Jersey. A place where I don't love it. I don't love living here. I don't enjoy my very existence being criminalized. I don't enjoy that I can't take my guitar out on the boardwalk without the cops swooping down saying that because I don't have a permit, I can't be there. And even if I had a permit, I couldn't be where I want to be. I want to be where I can live stream, where I got a Wi-Fi signal. I want to be where if it starts a thunder and lightning and rainstorm, or there's aggressive panhandlers being rude, or there's some guy harassing me, I can get home fast. I don't want to be miles away from where I need to be. Do you know how hard and how dangerous it is to run on slippery new boardwalk when it's raining? Brand new boardwalk is very slippery. You fall on your ass real easy. And then you got to deal with splinters, the impact hitting yourself, getting your knees scraped by the screws and nails that attach the boardwalk to itself. So, and if I did everything that legally was required by me to get the tickets, to get the permits, I couldn't be anywhere near here. So it wouldn't be safe for me as a woman. And they restrict your hours you're allowed to be there. I believe you're not supposed to be there after midnight. And they expect you're going to be doing this from the morning on. And since I'm sensitive to the sun, I wouldn't be there till after 5 o'clock. And the first police shift that was hassling me, matter of fact, the only shift that was hassling me was a 4 to 12 shift. Except I think this last time when they caught me and the supervisor, everything came. I think that may have been the 8 to 4 shift. I don't know. All I know is when the supervisor shows up and the supervisor says, pick up your hat, pick up your clapboard, and then you go try showing up two blocks down, and the supervisor's still there. So the cops come by and say, I'm sorry, the supervisor's here. Can you please just go home? And half of my friends are still out there on the boardwalk. They have not been chased away. They're still out there. But the thing is, people are getting ticketed left and right. If you fall asleep for 5 minutes sitting in one of the benches, people have gotten ticketed. I wonder if they would ticket my mother if she fell asleep with her walker up there. That's ridiculous. And I think a lot of it is pressure. It's not the cops' fault. I understand that they're just doing what they're paid to do, even though sometimes they're paid to make people's lives miserable. I mean, go find crimes to fight. Don't target people unnecessarily for stupid shit. And the sad thing is, people driving up the street is probably from a distance, especially people who are ignorant, they might think that I'm just a crackhead smoking crack. Because unfortunately, this is one of the bigger streets, and people who are just going to casinos or going to wherever, sometimes this is one of the main streets that people go up and down. And if they see something that's even remotely suspect, anyway, we I want to have some more popcorn. A couple of days ago, I had a bunch of strawberries. I had more strawberries since the day that I filmed that video about the strawberries. But that was maybe about a week old. At least the videos you're seeing now aren't as old as the videos that you saw involving the Trump uh, rally and stuff. Because that was all filmed on the 10th and the 11th of May. Don't panic, it's organic. Strawberries. Okay. Oh, you want to see a pussycat? You want to see a pussycat? Look, here's a pussycat. Look at the pussycat. Where's the kitty, kitty, kitty? Where's the kitty? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Where's the kitty? Oh, look, see the kitty? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, where's the kitty? Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, see the kitty. See, I don't know how the signal's going to carry over. Where the kitty go? Oh, kitty, kitty, come here, baby. See the kitty's behind. Oh, I see a kitty. Want to see the picture of my dead kitty, Cassie? I don't know if the signal will extend. That's my Cassie cat. See, she was dead, and she's buried basically near the bicycle. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. I break for kitties. I love kitties. Look at a pretty baby. Come here, baby. Oh, oh. Kitty, kitty, come here. Kitty, 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 kitty. I'm gonna try that. Kitty, 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 come here, baby. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 come here, baby. Kitty, 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 kitty. Bastard. Kitty, kitty. Where did the cat go? Where did this cat go? Where did that cat go? Kitty, kitty. Show the kitty. Where's the kitty? Let's see the kitty. Oh, oh. The kitty go. Where did you go? Kitty, 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 kitty. We're not kitty, kitty. Cat. So fuck this. Hey, baby. Kitty, kitty, come here. Kitty, 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 come here. Kitty, kitty, kitty. So the kitty. Let's show the kitty. Look at the kitty. There's the kitty. You see the kitty? Oh, where'd you go? Kitty! Watch out for the dog shit, cat. Kitty, we got a kitty in our garden. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty. I always got to make sure nobody's hopping the fence stealing my shit. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Yes. Kitty, kitty, where's the kitty? Oh, there you are. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Where's the kitty? Where's the kitty? Maybe the stream should be called Where's the Kitty? Kitty, kitty. Where's the baby? The baby. You. Oh, I want to let me pet you. Oh, you're a baby. Don't be afraid. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here. Oh, come on. Fucking cat. You know what? That's gonna eat hard to get like that. I'm gonna eat some more popcorn. Okay. I had a couple of hits of that weed earlier. Um, Smoked a joint with somebody, the same kind of stuff, and it was dispensary weed, really good. It was I forget the name, but I actually wrote down the name of it. It's in the other notebook. But it felt it was a very happy, energetic, fun, happy high. But then again, whenever you're having a fun conversation with people and you're passing around a joint, I think because you're being social, any weed would probably be fun with conversation with people, especially if you're talking to somebody that's lived in some of the cities that you live in, you know, and and I was talking to somebody that spent a couple of years in San Francisco, and we were talking about Golden Gate Park and different neighborhoods that we both had experience in, and that was a lot of fun. I love talking to people who live in California. Want to see the rest of the sunset? This is definitely twilight. You see my Cheech and Chong up in smoke. I love this movie. I have some sections of the dialogue memorized. This is a kind of movie that you laugh so hard you're practically in tears. I love how when I'm looking that way, it looks like the sky almost green. So this kind of shitty camera, it's just a webcam. Like whenever I try taking pictures of the moon, or even when I used the special solar glasses and I took eclipse pictures of the sun, the end result did not come out very well. It was very disappointing. It just looked like a blur. We got Kitty's back. Kitty's back. Kitty's back. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. I think we're getting our fire in a few minutes. Oh, I got a package in the mail today. So I'm going to be maybe tomorrow, maybe later on tonight. I don't know. I'm going to be having to do an unboxing video. I'm doing one whole unboxing video. I'm going to divide it into two different categories. Because one of the categories is stuff I got deserves its own video. Cool. See it because that truck is in front of it. Check out the truck. And now it's gone. But those vehicles, I don't know what they're. They're like uh, they look like a combination of a cross between a sports car and a motorcycle and a stealth bomber, kind of. They're a triangle shape. And the only thing is, there's not much cargo space, you know. But they're beautiful to look at, and they're probably really energy efficient. I don't know, but they're really very, 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 very awesome. I want to know, can you sleep in? Anything, any vehicle I live in, it's got to have room for a lot of clothes. Because I've come to realize that's one thing about myself. I am a clothes horse. I take my sartorial choices very seriously. See, he's not going to trip about not being seen because you can't see details too good far away. One thing that's really interesting, you guys see that white rocking chair there? That used to be my rocking chair. When the other person that lives with me was cleaning our kitchen, he started throwing all kinds of stuff out. He was pitching this out and that out, all this stuff. He took this rocking chair out. I had originally found that rocking chair on one of the sand dunes. I forget how many years ago, on a sunrise day when I was walking around, and I gave it to my mother for Mother's Day. But I'm glad that it's taking on another life. But that said, I was really pissed off when I noticed in our trash my CD music collection, or at least half of my CD music collection, and a bunch of my cassettes, my music cassettes. Don't take my music. Wouldn't you be pissed off if somebody took your music? I know there's got to be some people that like music in physical forms. That it isn't just all about downloads and internet stuff and stuff in the cloud. I like my music in physical forms. I got in my storages in LA, I got a bunch of vinyl. I got vinyl here that I've never gotten to play because I don't have a turntable, and that just can't be the most important thing in my life. Unless one was so small that literally attached by a USB and you could play it on your open laptop or something. For me, space is at a serious premium. And every time I'm thinking I want to get an amp for my electric guitars, then I'm thinking, do I really want to do that in a building that might very well be falling down? The other day, we had the code enforcement show up, and they checked things. And basically, all they really cared about is things like smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, condition of the electrical wire, and stuff like that. Can you get through the hallway and up the stairs unimpeded, stuff like that. Maybe they might care about the plumbing. I don't know. But I was stressed out about a lot more things than I actually needed to be. But what I wish that they would deal with is you've got these crazy junkies around here. When I was trying to dig through my own family's trash to make sure that no more of my things were thrown out of there, some crazy crackheads or whatever who were next door were yelling at me and threatening me for going through my own trash. Now, I finally had to say, look, this is a family matter. And unless all of a sudden I do a DNA test and I find out that we're blood relatives, this is really not your concern. Oh, one good thing did happen. I saw this bag of what looked like men's clothes, and there was this pink thing. It looked a little bit like tulle, that kind of fabric that was sticking out of it. And I almost ignored it, but my curiosity got the better of me. I ended up yanking out of there a beautiful long sleeve pink mini dress. They had mutton sleeves on it. It had the pink tulle circle skirt, but it was still the short length that I liked. And the sleeves were opaque up to the elbow, and then they were the sheer button shape. And it runs a little big, but I'm sure I can always belt it in. And I found it, and it was sticking out of the bag. So yes, if I can find something wonderful in somebody's pile of discards, I have no problem with that. You can get so much wardrobe that way, and people wonder how a person like can have so much stuff. I, I get things that I like. I never throw anything away until it's absolutely falling apart. Frugality has some part of it, practicality, some part of it. I like having the options of things. It's a lot of fun. Fashion is a lot of fun for me. A couple of days ago, I found some more Indian slash Hindu clothes, those tunics, and a few pairs of the pants that you wear with them, and some long scarves. And I found something they had sequins or rhinestone kind of detail on it. But I don't know if I'm going to wear it as intended as that tunic with the slits on either side, or whether I may sew them up and wear it as a mini dress. I aired it dry, hanging on my lighting fixture in my room. Ironically, it should be pretty much dry now. When everything is washed and dried, I'm going to be making a video about that because I think there's enough of them to do another video. And that also means that I have like 4 storage bags full of Indian clothes. So see, that's the thing, is that if I had a house, I would really want at least one walk-in closet. Because the things that hang up, you want to have a space for your clothes. I have a lot of things in big Ziploc bags and in duffel bags. And even those bags that people buy blankets in, that they zipper up and they're clear on both sides. They're great for storing clothes, and it protects things from the rodents. And if we should have any roof leakage or anything, you want to protect your clothing. So I also have boxes of long sleeve shirts of mine that I actually put a bunch of them with the hangers, rolled them up, put plastic over them, put them in big shoe boxes, tape them up to keep any kind of dirt, germs, whatever from. And all these things are in the front room that was the grow room. And I was so worried about when code enforcement came here, if they was going to give us a hassle about that. Because I don't think it's a crime to have things and you don't have space for them. You have bags of things or have things in a bunch of luggage because you don't have. I never wanted to get a bunch of furniture unnecessarily because furniture needs a place to store it. And not like I have a pickup truck that I could put a bunch of things when I'm going from place to place. I never wanted to have more than what would fit into my storages. And right now I have 2 storages in Los Angeles, and I really need to go through things and whittle it down to what'll fit into one. And that'll mean giving away some things. That'll mean selling some things. Hopefully, that'll mean bringing some things back here, shipping some things back here. Because I have some guitar parts, and that my friends can use. Oh, speaking of guitar parts, I'm going to be getting the parts that my bass needs. I just found out one of my musician friends who actually lives in Pennsylvania, but he comes here, I guess, a couple of times a month. But what he does is he goes and takes his guitar and he goes and plays on the boardwalk. And he was here a couple of days ago, and I warned him. I said, "You be careful, because the cops chased me off there." See, maybe since he hasn't been warned yet, maybe all he'll get is a warning. I can't do it because they warned me that if I go out there uh, and they catch me, I mean, $1,000 fine. What the fuck do you do that's respectable to get you $1,000 fine? Do any of you guys who get tickets through things know what that even is? 'Cause these cops, they count on the fact that you're intimidated and you're scared, and nobody wants to go to jail. Nobody wants problems. So you yes sir them and you try to stay out of their way. And some of these cops around here, they act like they're also social workers. And they'll ask you if you want a bottle of water, you want this, you want that, or they treat everybody like they're mental cases. And just because half of my friends are homeless doesn't mean that I need to avail myself of some of the things that some of those my homeless friends are doing. I mean, sometimes it just ends up being a real demeaning thing where they think that everybody is basically in the same boat. And I'm perfectly capable of having friends in all walks of life, people who are all very different than myself, but we have a few things in common and we're friends. But when I found out that there's cops here that think I'm homeless, it kind of tripped me out because, um, obviously, there are a lot of the cops are dead that knew my father. And when we worked at the convention hall when I was a security guard and stuff, but that was a long time ago. Those were some fun times. But the other thing I can say about having a job like that, gets you instant respect. And plus, you're a security, you're not a cop yourself. So nobody thinks that you're a snitch because they understand that people can be hired as security guards for all kinds of businesses. And Boardwalk Hall is what it's called now. It wasn't a casino, so it was very not cop like. Want to see the fire? They're not stepping in any dog food. Oh man, this is the fire pit. You know what? I'm afraid of stepping into landmines. I don't know what I'm gonna do about them. But you know what? I don't want to upset his father. They're nice families, I don't want to make waves. But that said, mosquitoes do breed in standing water. Something else. If a bird feeder is a bird feeder, and birds know it's a bird feeder, and they visit it regularly, then maybe it won't be such standing water because the birds will be regularly splashing around and drinking from it. I don't know how long a body of water needs to be totally still before it's considered stagnant. Um, Another thing that mosquitoes like to breed in is tires. I was told there was going to be more weed later. Well, I have more weed at my house later because this is going to power down, and I might very well go live in my house when this power's down. But then again, I might just want to change clothes and go and film the videos that I want to film. Since I got that package, can't wait to show off what I got. How my cat's doing. I'm very proud of Garfield. He's using his litter box. He's a good boy. I hope the cops don't mess with me when I'm here. Hopefully, they see things like this and they see I'm filming. They'll know that they don't tend to be as in your face when you're filming. I noticed. When I get back to my house, I'm going to have to take a sinus pill. Since the current kind of Sudafed doesn't work anymore, I've been taking this medicine called cetirizine. I believe it's a generic of a drug called uh, I think Zyrtec, and it actually is a good nasal decongestant. Supposedly, it doesn't raise your blood pressure and doesn't make you sleepy. Oh, maybe we'll get to hear fireworks if fireworks happen. See, I thought by now you would be having for a while there, every Saturday night there would be fireworks at the Tropicana, and then sometimes other days, other casinos would have them for different reasons. Until maybe it doesn't. I thought it was going to start on Memorial Day, but they didn't. I don't even know who's saying what to who. Oh yeah, fires is being built, paper and wood's being broken up. I wish there was more light for the grass so that you can make sure not to step in something. Welcome to the Leather Eating Popcorn in Atlantic City Street. We are live, 9:18 p.m. I'm curious about something. Do any of you have friends that are such purists when it comes to how they smoke weed that they think that there's such a thing as coughing too much? Do you have friends that ever try to make you feel like you don't smoke weed the right way? I'm bringing this up because I think it's just really interesting that for the most part, people, unless you just started smoking 2 years ago, people who inhale have been inhaling probably since they were teenagers. And we have so much access to information now. In the day, it was reading High Times magazine. And now with the internet, you can be as educated as you want to be. And things are becoming so much more socially acceptable than they were. Each coming decade, things become more relaxed and more people realize the benefits of the cannabis, uh, the whole thing. But for people to decide that some people don't smoke the right way, or that there's such a thing as coughing is offensive. Why would coughing be offensive? Everybody I know coughs when they're, say, you're taking an especially big, harsh, long load. You might be coughing up a lung, or if you're taking, or however you're smoking your weed. There used to be a saying: if you didn't cough, you didn't get it off. Coughing is good. Coughing also helps your lungs rid of irritants and of junk and dirt and impurities stuck in your cells. Coughing is a good thing. Coughing is also something that people have done successfully when they were in the middle of a heart attack. I read that that's a form of self CPR, but you still obviously should seek medical attention afterward. But they say if you cough hard enough, it's I don't know exactly what it does, but whether it shocks your heart back into rhythm or restarts it, I don't know exactly. But coughing very aggressively is very good to do if you're alone and nobody is near you to give you CPR and you think that you're having heart attack symptoms. Even though you should also call 911 and you should get yourself to a doctor. So my mother, speaking of that, couple of days ago when I was actually here, my mother had an incident. She ended up having to take a nitroglycerin tablet because she had a pain went down. I don't know which arm, whichever arm is the bad arm for that. And she said it was a pain like she never felt before. And she took a nitroglycerin pill, and in seconds, she was fine. And don't you know this would happen when nobody was home? The other person that lives with us was out of town. I was here. She knows I don't have a cell phone, so there's no way that we can be in touch. And she doesn't have an internet able device. So even if I was online, she wouldn't be able to contact me from there. Really, the only thing she could do, she could telephone someone who lives here, but that would only help if they were here when I was here. I'm really afraid to step in it. I don't want to too close. I'm not convinced that a lot of the things from the dog were picked up. If the signal reaches, maybe I'll get close to the garden and I'll show you some things at night. But I don't know if you could really see too good. Oh, folks. Uh, teaser. You getting some canine attention very shortly. Put this here so I can. Oh, great. A whole bunch of dogs. This is a dog park. Oh boy. Well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this here because I think I'm going to go beyond where the signal reaches, but I might possibly be on later today. But I'm live from Atlantic City. It's Saturday night. Smoke them if you got them, and we'll see you maybe later on today. Bye.